Hey, what's up guys, Rishabh here from Gadgets Now. Welcome to the first episode of Retro Revisits. In this video, we are going to take a look at the first mainstream flagship from Sony, the Xperia Z, and see how does it hold up after 6 years. Or should I say 7. Let's get started. So this phone is personally very close to my heart because back then when this phone was launched, my uncle offered to sell me his Xperia Z, but then he never did. So I never had the chance of using it back then, so my heart was kind of shattered because I watched so many videos of this phone that I couldn't even sleep properly at nights, wondering when would I get it in my hands. And though Sony almost is dead right now, back then it was a big deal, and also I found this phone moving for some reason. It may be because just how good this phone looks even today? Yeah, maybe. Though the device I have here is not in perfect condition, as you can see the glass is moving, ports are out of shape and even broken, and the front and back themselves have too much of scratches. But then the form factor and the in-hand feel itself is pretty amazing to be honest. Funnily, as you can see, my Pixel 2 that I'm testing right now, video on which is coming soon, so subscribe to get notified whenever that drops, has embarrassingly larger bezels than the Xperia Z on the front. And in fact, even the back of the Xperia Z feels much better even today as compared to the Pixel 2. That's my personal opinion. This just reflects how far ahead was Sony Xperia Z in terms of design back in 2013. But then once I turned around the device and turned on the screen, my love for this phone simply came to a full stop. Yes, I know the display was just okayish even back then, but then the 5-inch Full HD TFT display had to face some serious hate during its launch simply due to how bland the screen and color reproduction was, but I didn't expect it to be this bad. The colors if you see grey out pretty quickly even if you tilt the display a little off axis. So while the display was C at that time, now it goes down to F. Sony although did bring its Bravia engine technology from its television, but then it wasn't of much help clearly due to the poor panel in use. One more disappointment here has to be the weirdly placed speaker. It is located at the right bottom side, and if you hold it in a certain angle, you can surely block it off. It's not really loud too, so that's just more disappointing. And if you are a fan of Sony devices, you would have noticed that the speaker was located where the dedicated camera shutter key generally is. Yup, it was only first seen in the second Xperia flagship, the Z1. Now the Xperia Z was coupled with pretty modest specifications back then. It sported the Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Pro chip, which came with Adreno 320 GPU coupled with 2 gigs of RAM, 16 GB of internal storage, and room for further memory expansion. Now if you watch any review from that time, you will only hear praises about the performance of this phone. But of course the chip has now started to show its age because the phone has a pretty hard time keeping up, no matter what task you perform on this. So intense gaming on this phone like Asphalt 9 or PUBG can only be a wildest dream come true. The software here is pretty great. The Z officially launched with Android 4.1.2 and Sony did update it up to Android 5.1.1, which is what we have here. We do get to see apps like Album and Music, which is just Walkman rebranded, and these two are still by far my most favorite stock apps simply because how clean and functional they are. We also have support for these quick apps that we can trigger from the multitasking panel. They still turn out to be pretty useful and in a way works as an alternative to the multitasking functionality, which is of course missing in this version of Android. Yes, I didn't talk about the cameras yet because I think the unit I have may be defective or something because the pictures coming out of it looked pretty bad to me. My guess is maybe the lens has some dust in it or something, but then if the pictures actually turn out the way they did from this phone, then well, these are some of the worst photos I have come across from any smartphone. But then take this judgment with a pinch of salt because as I said, my guess is the lens here is influenced by dust, so don't really want to comment on it until I'm sure about it. Anyways, allow me to quickly talk about few things that I found before wrapping up. Since this phone was built with looks as a priority while also being waterproof in this slim compact shell, the battery capacity itself was pretty mediocre at just 2330 mAh. Now I can't comment on the battery life as I didn't have the privilege of testing it properly, but then what I can say is the battery standby was tremendous. One night I left it with 61% of battery left. Next day I come up 8 hours later and check it and it was at 60%, which in itself says a lot. So while I can't say how it will hold up in general usage scenarios, what I can say is that the battery standby should be great. One thing though that I noticed immediately was that the vibration motor seemed to have some issue as it was very loud and unpleasant to use, which made using this quite annoying in my opinion, so I immediately turned it off. So, time for some final thoughts. How was my experience with the Xperia Z? Xperia Z, you get it right. Should anybody buy this phone in 2020? Well, let me answer it one by one. My experience with Xperia Z was awesome, not because it is still great, but because it has held up pretty well, being such an old phone. The design is still awesome in my opinion, and answering the second question, should anybody buy it? Well, not really. Yes, I like this phone, I am not disagreeing, but for anybody looking to purchase this phone as a daily driver or using it as a secondary phone too, well, skip this one and take a look at the Z1 or the Z2, and if you can, grab them instead. Anyways guys, that pretty much wraps up this video. Did you enjoy it or was it missing something? What is that you really like about the Xperia Z? Let me know all of those in the comments down below. A sub would be great and a like will be really appreciated. Either way, stay tuned to Gadgets Now. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.